how about instead of placing the light on top of the stand, you put it on the bottom? And this is where the Snapbridge Glide comes in. Now, there's quite a lot you can do with a setup that is so portable and so versatile. And I'll show you 9 clever lighting setups and then one setup that will change the way you light forever. I'm here at Hagalil One Studio with master lighting technician or master lightician Pavel Zed and fashion videographer Mao Cohen. Jumping right in, here's a pretty common setup. You probably recognize the Rembrandt lighting here. To make it a bit more interesting, let's add a small punch to the setup. Now, this is a gorgeous light, but to be honest, it's quite a headache to set up. Here's a simpler way to get the same effect using the Snapbridge Glide. It's built on the LightBridge reflector system coupled with a Snapbridge from DOP Choise. And if you're coming from shooting stills, this is going to be quite a refreshing experience for you. If there's anything more you'd like to learn about the system, hit us in the comments below. Now back to the show. We're using LEDs for this video, but you can do the same thing using strobes. Just as a reference, here's what the setup looks like with just the DOP Choise Snapbridge. Pretty awesome, right? But there is also quite a lot of control you can exercise here, either by switching the reflector, or if you can narrow the beam like we did with the Leica here, you get total control over the light. And here's the thing, I'm doing all of this without dealing with large modifiers, cables, or moving the lights around. This is all done with super light reflectors. Now, if I want to add contrast and have it under full control, the Snapbridge has a black side, so I can get total control over the light. Just swap it, like so. So I hope you see where this is going. Now, let's look at some options to control the light even further. If you have access to a high ceiling, which we do, you can mount the light pretty high and get a light that is very similar to natural light. If you need even more light, just use a Leica to throw your entire beam into the Snapbridge and get a beautiful, beautiful ray of sun coming from above. If you just use a standard reflector, the light goes outside the glide. But if you want even more control, or if the glide is further away, you can use a Fresnel and it will cover just the Snapbridge umbrella, giving you more control and even more light. And if you need more light, just get a bigger fixture. Now, we're using a pretty tall ceiling here, but even if you're not that high, moving lights closer to the floor is a heck of a lot easier than moving lights on a high stand. So those were 9 lighting setups, and this last one is something you'll absolutely love. Because the reflection here is so great, we can actually use a single light to create a 2 or even 3 light setup. Simply place your light behind the model for a beautiful rim, then bounce the light back onto the model using the glide. Or you can rotate the entire thing and get a great soft backlight, even good enough for some extra bounce. Of course, this would not be so impressive if you had to take half a trunk to make all of this work. But the setup is as minimal as they come. It all folds down to an umbrella case and a flat reflector bag. I'm Udi Tirosh with DIYPhotography.net, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, the share button, just hit all the buttons on the screen, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.